go first to Chris Solari.
Hey Joey, I guess what's the emotion I guess right now coming out of that Purdue game, and how do you kind of maybe use it as fuel rather than letting it dwell and sit in your heads and maybe affect you guys?
That was a tough game, and it doesn't help when your next game after that is 5 6 days away. You want to play right away, get back in the court, but we're playing Iowa, which is one of the top teams in the Big Ten, one of the top teams in the country. So if you're not excited for that game, then you probably shouldn't be here. So I mean, that right there alone is going to get you bounce you back and get you ready for the next game.
Go next to Jana Bardo.
Hi, Joey. I asked Thomas this a similar question, but Coach shared with us Madi and Steven testing positive for COVID. I'm just wondering how, as a team, you guys kind of reacted to that and how you're moving forward without having them in practice and things like that.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna happen. Every team's dealing with it. Some teams are on a pause right now, so it's unfortunate, and we obviously wish they stay healthy. But moving forward, those guys got to step up in those roles. Obviously, Madi was getting some minutes for us, so now we got other guys who are going to fill in those minutes. Steven does a great job bringing energy on the bench and every day in practice, so someone's got to step into that role as well.
Thanks.
We'll go next to Audrey Goldberg.
Joey, as you guys were getting ready to face Trevion Williams, Izzo was mentioning how you needed to throw the kitchen sink at him, but when it comes to Luka Garza, he's just kind of on a whole nother level. So defensively, what do you need to do in order to take him out of his game a little bit?
I think being physical is going to help. He's a really good player, and there's only so much you can do. I mean, he's proven that double teams, triple teams, whatever it is, he's able to score the ball. But along with him, they have an unbelievable team. A lot of guys who can stretch the floor and shoot. So it's going to be a total defensive effort, and it's got to stop him as much as we can.
How can you learn, though, too, I guess, from Purdue? Because working inside out, obviously, as Izzo mentioned, too, threes are worse than twos down low. So what can you take away from the Purdue game do you think will really help you in that aspect going up against a team against Iowa?
Yeah, we did a little bit of doubling against Purdue. Helped off some guys that we thought we could help off. And I guess we're kind of bringing a similar approach to Iowa. But once you get in the game, things change, game plans change, so you got to adapt and change to whatever's needed.
And then just real quick, are you ready to get back on the road?
Yeah, for sure. We haven't played our best basketball on the road, so we got to start doing that. We've been pretty good at home in some games, had some big wins. Played better against teams like Wisconsin. Obviously, the Purdue was a tough loss, but we haven't played up to our level that we can on the road at all yet.
Thank you.
Go next to Kyle Austin.
Hey Joey, this is a game where you guys might be able to get up and down a little bit, just based on their style of play. How comfortable are you guys in your transition offense, and how much can that help you kind of just get things flowing offensively when you can run a little bit?
It's been one of our staples here for a long time, and it's something that we've kind of gotten away from. So this week we focused on it a lot. Coaches want us to get that ball, pushing a little bit more, getting in transition, and it starts on the defensive end and rebounding. You got to do that before you can run with the ball. So that's something we're going to focus on a little bit more, and we know Iowa can score at a high clip, and we're going to have to keep up with them. So transition is going to be a huge part.
All right, we've got one more in from Jim Comparoni.
Hey Joey, I assume you guys have looked at turnovers a little bit too. When you guys looked at film and you've gotten into practice this week, what are some areas? I mean, turnovers are going to happen. It's hard to avoid them in general, but I'm sure you want your numbers down. What kind of things did you see on film, and what have you guys done to try to curtail that a little bit?
Just trying to clean up our offense a little bit. We haven't been moving the ball as well as we were early in the year. A lot of turnovers I think are unforced, just kind of silly turnovers. Whether it be charges or travels or whatever it is. So just cleaning up the unforced ones is really what we got to do and focus on, because you can live with a turnover when you're trying to make a really good play every once in a while, but cleaning up the unforced ones is going to be what we focused on.
All right, that appears to be everything we have for you, Joey. Joey, appreciate you taking the time.
No problem. Thank you.